Welcome to myboxingcoach.com. My name's Fran. I'm a boxing coach of a number of years now and the creator of this site, and I've put together this short video just so that you can get the most out of coming to visit the site. So about this video, I want to talk firstly about who benefits from coming to the site. I want to tell you how you can download your free reports and get access to the My Boxing Coach newsletter. I want to talk to you about the layout of the site and the layout of the videos and the articles on the site. So firstly, let's think about who the site's for. Well, obviously competitors at the sport of boxing at whatever level. There'll be stuff in here for novices and veterans alike, so always worth a check out of the skills section. Anyone who has an interest in fitness. Now, your average fitness regime can sometimes get a little bit repetitive, so learning a technical discipline alongside it often helps to keep the interest. Those who might have a general interest in boxing will also visit the site. There are lots of fight and fighter analysis articles at a level of detail that you don't really see in many other places. And obviously those in other combat sports, MMA, Muay Thai, we've already had some visitors from those disciplines to the site, and again the feedback has been very positive. So firstly, let's move on to talk about the reports that we've got that I'm giving away on the site. Firstly is a report about the technical elements of boxing, and in particular about Southpaw versus Orthodox. Secondly, quite a different report in that we're going to look at the type of equipment that I would expect to see in a basic boxing gym, and also the type of equipment that you may want to consider if you're thinking about setting up a home gym for yourself. So firstly, let's look at the Southpaw versus Orthodox explained report. We're going to talk about the boxer's stance, why it is the way it is. Secondly, we're going to talk about this Orthodox and Southpaw variation of the boxing stance. We're also then going to move on to the key bit of the report, I believe, which is the secrets, the tactical secrets that are there when two boxers of an opposing stance, and indeed the same stance, what happens when they meet, what factors are at play to decide the outcome of the fight ultimately. And I'm also putting in there some starter boxing combinations specifically to use against a fighter with an opposing stance. The second report, 10 equipment essentials for boxing success. In there, firstly, we've got a full range of equipment that I would consider what you would want for a good boxing gym experience. From bag gloves, bags, skipping, right the way through to hand protection. There's all kinds of good stuff in there. We have links to the products so that it gives some context to the discussion around the products. There's also some advice for buying when you're looking to maybe hang a bag in your home. What should you look for? And there's also some advice for using, obviously, to try and get the most out of any given piece of equipment. And the My Boxing Coach newsletter. Now this comes alongside your reports. You won't be flooded with newsletters, but you will get some periodically. You'll get heads up on what we've got coming up on the site, I should say. You'll also get some insider tips and extra advice, linking many of the skills articles on the site together. And there'll be special offers in there from time to time, which only people who subscribe to the newsletter will get. They won't be available anywhere else. So how do you get your free reports? Well, if you check on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see a sign up box with simply an entry for an email address, a name, your first name, and a download button. There's also one below the video, so waste no time. Get your name in there and get access to your reports and access to your newsletter. Okay, now I'm going to move on to talk about the layout of the site itself and the layout of the skills articles within the site. There are a whole range of other articles that we'll talk about, and we will focus a little on the skills articles because they do form the spine of the site. Okay, now I'd like to talk a little bit about the layout of the site and the layout of the articles on the site. I'd like to draw your attention to 3 of our tabs here: boxing skills, boxing fitness, and about. On the about tab, there's a little bit in there about who I am, what I do, and what this site is all about. Let's look at boxing fitness. Again, some simple descriptions about what I believe boxing fitness is and what you need to do to achieve it, and how the site addresses the issue of boxing fitness. So we can see here there are 2 key categories under boxing fitness that break down into further categories. We'll get onto categories in just a moment. Okay, so that's your boxing fitness, and again, you can click on those category links on the page to find your way through the site. Same principle with boxing skills. You can see here just some background about how you develop boxing skills, and again we come down to this key thing here. You can see a range of links. Each of these links relates to a boxing category of skill on the site. So if we, for instance, have a look at footwork, we can see that will bring up an entire list of articles relating to, unsurprisingly, footwork, from moving in and out, sidestepping, some tag boxing drills if you like, and also some diagonal movement. Okay, now the same thing where we've got this list of articles around footwork, the same thing can be achieved by using this drop down list. We can see here under the category of skills we've got all of these subcategories. There's our footwork, i.e. the one we're looking at now. We can get down to instance for punching. Let's check out hook shots, and again, once you click through on hook shots, you can see here we've got the same type of list. It's got the same type of range of skills on it. All of these are hooks, so there are 6 articles under the hooks category. If we just check out the right hook at long range, each of these skills articles is the same type of format. Okay, they're very consistent. There's a little bit of a background about the shot itself, or the skill itself. In this case it's a punch, a shot, the long range right hook. We've got the video, we've got simple steps, the breaking the shot down into its mechanics, and we've also got common faults around the shot itself. Now these are very important to always check these out after you've watched the video, because the video itself is a one-shot thing, and there are the occasional thing that I forget to get across, so it's always worth checking out the common faults. Moving back up to our drop down list, just have a quick flick through the type of categories we've got. Under equipment, you can see there we've got boxing gloves, punch bags and pads at this time. That will continue to build over time. We've got general discussion, and under skills we've got a whole range of stuff. The majority of articles are on skills, and for instance, one of the things that people have been really keen on is fighter analysis articles, and these are quite low level technical analysis on fights and fighters, so you can get some quite low level detail there on what goes on in a boxing fight, and people, the feedback on that has been really positive up to now. As always, on every page you'll get your email address and first name box, always giving you the opportunity to download the site reports and get in on the site newsletter. So there you have it. In effect, I'd hope that short tour will help you understand the structure of the site and the articles, and how you can begin linking some of the articles together to get a more complete understanding. Enjoy the site, but more importantly, make sure you learn something. If each time you come you can learn one thing on each visit to the site, then that's got to be a good thing. One thing you can take to the gym, one thing you can consider the next time you watch a boxing match. The site is all about learning, so get involved in the site, get involved with the newsletter, read the reports. I hope you get out of it what I intend for you to get out of it. So good luck with your boxing, and carry on enjoying it. Bye bye for now.